We are heading west on Highway 14, came out of West Plains. There's W Highway going off to the right to the north. That's a pretty good landmark that we're actually getting really close to our turnoff here. We were really hoping for a sunny day. The weather report said we were going to have scattered clouds, and it turns out we have all clouds. But we're going to do the video anyway. A ground video and hopefully a drone video as well of the property. Okay. So now we're going down a little hill. We're going to see the county road on the right, and this should be labeled as County Road 250. I know that on different maps it actually says different things, but the sign says County Road 250. Beautiful pasture over there. Some cows taking a bath. Okay, so we'll take a right onto County Road 250. And now we'll follow this. I'll set the trip meter so we know exactly. We'll follow this to the easement road that'll take us to the property. And as long as we don't get rained on, we can still actually get the video. It's the rain that really wrecks things. Although we have done some ground videos in the rain now that phones are waterproof, or a lot of the phones are waterproof. We've actually done some in the pouring rain, but they don't have a waterproof drone, so you can't do a drone video in the rain. Great area, so much wildlife out here, deer and turkey. National Forest is very close to us. We passed tens of thousands of acres of National Forest coming this way from West Plains, but we also passed the North Fork River, and if we kept going on 14, we're within just a few miles of Bryant Creek, and the North Fork and Bryant Creek are the two most popular rivers in the area for fishing, for floating, for swimming, for canoeing, for kayaking, all that good stuff. You can trout fish, I believe, in both of those as you get closer to the lake on the south. Okay, so we're getting close to the turnoff onto the easement road. It's not marked, so you'll want to keep your eyes open, but there it is on the left. We've gone apparently 0.6 miles to the turnoff on the easement road. And from here, you'll either want to have your MapRight link, which we can send you, and have your app open on your phone or your tablet, or at a minimum have the paper maps in hand. Either one of those is suitable. Both methods would probably be the best, just in case one method fails you. Okay, so there is a road that goes up to the left, but we will keep going straight. And apparently there's a lot of loose stuff in the truck because we're making a lot of noise here today. These are minimum maintenance gravel roads, so you do want your truck, your SUV. Four-wheel drive is great, especially if you're coming out here and it's been raining heavily. But at least with any truck or SUV, you'll have some clearance. Okay, so now that's just a trail going off to the right. We're going to stay on the main drag, which veers to the left and is going up a hill. And I have my MapRight app with me today, which makes things extremely easy. If we haven't talked about that already, all you need to do is get the free MapRight app for Apple or Android. They will probably ask you if you want to subscribe. You definitely don't have to. The app is free, and you can do what you need to do with the free app. And then once you have that, we can email you the link for this specific map for this property. All you have to do is open the email on your phone. There'll be a link in the email that says click here, or whatever links say, and you'll click that and it'll say, do you want to open this within the app? To which you'll say yes. And then the interactive map will pop up on your phone, and there'll be a little dot to indicate right where you are. So it'll show the nearby roads, it'll show the boundaries, it'll show where you are. I mean, I don't think there's anything better for coming up to look at a property. And we have different MapRight apps for practically every property. been using it about a year or so, and it's just been great. It's been great 90% of the time. 10% of the time, people tell us it just doesn't work. So, but generally, it's pretty cool. Okay, I had to look at the MapRight app to see where we were here. Okay, and take a look here. Okay, so we're actually getting close to the property. It's going to be on the left side of the road. These tracts out here, like we've mentioned already, they've been logged within the last 1 to 2 years. Not clear cut, but logged heavily. Some tracts were logged very heavily, some just were not. We'll take a look at this tract. This is tract 16, by the way, that we're looking at. It's going to be coming up here on the left. In fact, there is the survey marker right there. So that's the survey marker at the northeast corner of the property. So now everything you see on the left is going to be tract 16. Nice level spot there with some pretty decent trees. I don't have the topo map with me, but I mean, we'll be able to get a good look at this just by walking around a little bit. I think what I'll do is I'll drive up to the northwest corner. Whoop, tract 16. There we go. I'm going to drive up to about the northwest corner and I'll park, and then we'll hop out and we'll get a better look at this. So way up here, this is the northwest corner. You can see another survey marker. So after all that, I'm actually going to back up more toward the middle, toward that sign, because we'll do a drone video after this, and if possible, we'd like to be in about the middle of the road frontage. It's more helpful on the drone video. Okay, this is not quite the middle, but we're going to call this good. Okay, so direct frontage on the easement road on its entire north side. Oh, there's a little bit of blue sky up there. We will take whatever we can get. I'm assuming this tract is going to have some nice views, because we had a similar one fairly close to this that had some stellar views to the south. You can see there really hasn't been any cleanup from the loggers, which is pretty normal. Within a few years, all of this brush and stuff will rot away, and the remaining trees actually grow extremely fast because they don't have the competition from the other trees. Bit of a view, potential for a great view with some of those smaller trees cleared out. I can actually see the paved road off in the distance there. Now this appears to slope down fairly gently as we go south from the road, which will actually give you a little bit of privacy for your camping spot or your building site. And then as we go further south, it looks like it does slope more steeply. And that's what provides those views. So now looking downwards where it's sloped fairly steeply there. But with just a few of these smaller trees cleared out, man, you'd have an excellent view. I can see that beautiful pasture where those cows were off in the distance there. We're far enough off of the easement road now. We're beyond the required setback, so you could do your building site or your campsite here. Nice private feel to it. I mean, some people, including us included, sometimes do come in and clean up some of these tops. It's really not that bad, especially if you have any piece of equipment that has a loader on it, so a bobcat or a tractor or whatnot. You can pull them into a pile and burn them, or just pull it into a pile and leave them for wildlife habitat. Or you've got years worth of good firewood here for just a few days worth of work clearing it up. A lot of people do that. But honestly, if this were me personally clearing this site, I would come in and select the site that I wanted to use for camping or for building or whatnot. And I would clear a nice driveway and probably clear, I don't know, a minimum of 50 feet by 50 feet. And that gives you the space you need to pull in, turn around, do what you need to do. If you build, you do want a little more space, obviously, around the exterior of your building to make things easier, putting up siding and whatnot. So I would do about a 50 foot by 50 foot area with the driveway and make that beautiful. That would take, I don't know, a day or two. And then just leave the rest. I mean, because within a few years, this is going to look completely different. It does not take long for these tops and limbs and stuff to rot away. The remaining trees, like I said, they grow like gangbusters without having to compete with some of those other trees which steal all the sunlight and the nutrients. So spend a couple days with your kids or with your buddies and clear out your own private site, and then let Mother Nature fix the rest. Watch that value shoot up as the years go by. Pretty early springtime, so not all the leaves are out, but we do have a few. So check us out at InstantAcres.com to see if this tract is still available. You can, oops, almost slipped there. It's the property on the right. And then as we look up toward the truck, property on the left. And of course, now that the video's over, we're actually getting some blue skies. But we'll do a drone video as well, and we'll put that on the listing page. So yeah, just go to InstantAcres.com to see if this property is still available. If it's not, then hopefully we'll have something else that will excite you. You can give us a call, or you can shoot us an email at sales@instantacres.com.